Hi, folks. Welcome back to day three of your digital detox with me, Claire Venus. Today is actually quite a fun, creative day. So, the last 2 days, it's quite heavy. There's a lot of awareness raising, there's a lot going on in terms of our thoughts and feelings, our attention to what we are bringing into our world through the phones, through the screens, how we feel about all of that. I really encourage you to let all of those feelings go and just let them be what they are. Phone companies know exactly how to hook us in and keep us hooked and keep us in the endless scroll and keep us looking for, the dopamine bits and pieces that we can find in the online world. As creators and creative people, we can switch that and put it all on its head and look at things differently. And that's what I encourage you to do today. So, days one and two are really about the nitty-gritty, the observations, the feelings, the thoughts, the shifts and the changes, and the moving towards a new normal, which will feel a much more creative normal. Today is about playing with photographs and organizing your photographs and your video. So, there's a couple of different ways I wanted to talk you through how I do this. So, my phone and also my laptop and desktop. So, with the phone, again, I'm on iPhone 14 here. So, if I go into my photo album, you'll see that, it's just a whole load of mess in there. It's like everything that I've been taking, some nice photos of my son last night while we were walking the dog. And so I'm going to press the burger menu, and just get into collections, um, and albums. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. So in terms of albums, you can create new albums for the work that you want to do in the world. So if I create a new album, and let's call it Digital Detox Inspiration. So bar Digi Detox Inspo, and then I can create that album. And so it's blank, it's at the top there to start with, and then I can add stuff into it that is going to help me and inspire me around the digital detox. So I'll just press the plus button inside of there. Sorry, I need to press the library button, go back into my library. So I'm going to put in the photos, select photos of my daughter at the post box and some things we've been up to recently that are off screen, my little analog box. A lovely facial on Saturday. Maybe I'll put that in, remind myself to take care of myself. So, this is all stuff that is either part of my photography practice, because I do feel like I have a creative practice when it comes to photography, or stuff that just reminds me to be in my life. So, you can choose how you want this to be, um, things that inspire you in any sort of way. All selected. There we go. Library. Collections. Oh, I wish I had never changed this. It's so annoying. Um, because it's just taken them all off there and I didn't want them to do that. Try it again. Right, so you want to add to the album, add to digital detox. Come on. You're just watching me try and do this at this point. It's basically told me I need to do a new album, so I'm going to do that and then it's done. And you don't have to watch me do this. Collections. Right, so now finally got the album Digi Detox there. And so there is some Northumberland life-based stuff, some things that remind me of being off my phone and in my world. I'm going to delete that one because I don't know what's happened there. And then anything else that you think is useful, if you want to set up a Substack album, if you want to set up an Instagram album, if you want to have any albums that mean something to you. So I've got vision board sparkles, which is when I feel myself living inside of my vision board. I love all of that sort of stuff. There's a couple of albums on there that just like have a bit of nostalgia, like a little bit of connection to like things that have, moved on now that I've just like to keep on there. You can also have a look at the type of media types, on here. You've got locations and then you've got media types. So there's so many ways to go into this as a portal of creativity and use your photography for that. It'll even let you go into screenshots, and delete all of those. So that's a whole screenshots folder. I could probably just delete all of those. I'll have done what I need to do with them. But essentially you're trying to wrap your head around how you want to use your photo albums today. If you can clear off any media and get it in the recycle bin, then great. If you can rearrange it all so that it feels like it is seamless and it's a nice place to go. So this is one of the creative places that we have permission to go when we're doing our digital detox. So we want to be spending more time in photos and less time scrolling Instagram, for example, more time in that creative inspiration. And then on the desktop, if I just share my desktop with you, obviously that's just going to be me for right now. Oh, I should have thought about all of this that I've been up to this morning before I tried to show you, but this is part of it, isn't it, guys? Look at all this stuff I've done this morning. Lots of recording of videos. Get rid of all of that. And then you can see that I've got quite a tidy desktop here. I've got obviously my Substack file. It's got all my bits and bobs in it there. I've got my photos file here. So I've got my professional photographs in here and it's pretty organized by file, the things that I need. Some of the screenshots, they just need reorganizing. So I'll either ask Claude to do that or I'll sit and go through them myself and do it. And then some of the photos I use a lot, I just leave them kind of floating around in that file. But the photos file is one of the most creative places that you can have, especially if you're writing on Substack, because then you've always got photos to use. And so things like this one, you'll see me, I use this a lot. It's a few years old now, and I'll pop it into a Substack every now and again if I've got nothing else that I want to use. So it's really nice to have a photos album on your desktop that you can organize screenshots and stuff into. I think that's a really nice way with it. And you can also have something on your desktop profile, your desktop wallpaper. There we go. There's the word. You can tell I've made a lot of videos this morning, that means something to you. So that every time you log on, it can be a beautiful vision board or it can be a photo that means something. So this is when my son was just a little toddler. I feel like the passage of time is like the cruelest punishment as a mother. Like it's so beautiful, but it goes so quickly. And my daughter is about this age now. And I'm just really feeling into that place of nostalgia. We've got 6 months left of the year. We'll be doing this again, putting the Christmas tree up in our conservatory window. And it's just really helping me to sort of slow things down. I feel like for me, part of this year has been about solidifying, and last year was as well. And I really just want to not worry about what other people are doing, what I should be doing, and just be in my motherhood journey way more. Like I feel like I get very distracted by what I should be doing for work. And I think that I'm still coming back into when I had my really busy year in 2024 and it was all absolutely insane. So this is like a lovely reminder to just slow things down and feel into that. So I'll stop sharing now. Hopefully that worked okay. And that'll give you just a little bit of an insight into using creativity tools, photos, going into those portals that mean something to you, and make things easier for you to access the photos that you want to use inside of your Substack. I also did a beautiful year-long exchange project with another mother artist called Sarah Shots, and we exchanged photographs of our life on WhatsApp for over a year, actually. So sometimes my daughter was in those photos, sometimes it was like my lens on motherhood, and it was really, really beautiful. And part of the reason that I was able to do that is because I'm mindful of my capacity on consumption. So I'm not perfect, and I've said that all the way through the challenge, but photography is one of my creative outlets. I love taking photos. I love observing the world. I love keeping my phone in my pocket, observing what's going on, and then deciding a photo to take. I'm never going to be one of these people that, like, if a deer walks past, and they quite often do, here in Northumberland, that I've got enough time to get my phone out. Like it's always like the last sort of, it's like the last conscious thought. But things like a washing line of drying laundry, I can get that picture. And I know where the good laundry lines are here in Northumberland. So yeah, I hope that helps in terms of creative inspiration. If you haven't got a creative photography practice, I would highly recommend having one. I was no good at taking photos for so long. I just learned all the photography rules. I like to take photos that are feature my brand colors. So the other day I took some video of some pink sheets drying on the line, and because I knew I would use that on my Instagram, it felt really creative to take that opportunity. And I just have snapshots of different things that I can use. I'll always, if they're on the phone, I'll always airdrop them to my laptop to put them in the folder that I just showed you to organize them, because I think that feels a lot more accessible when I'm writing my Substack than then thinking, oh, have I got something on my phone scrolling through? So I'll do that periodically and send all of the photos to my laptop. And then I also have Google Photos for storage. So all of my phone photos end up in Google Photos, and I do try and delete the things that I don't need. Again, like once a quarter or so, I'll try and go through and do a bit of a mass delete because I just think it helps in terms of our digital footprint. Okay, guys, I will see you on day 4, which is the last day tomorrow. If you haven't stopped by our chat yet, please stop by and let us know how it is all going and how you're feeling about it all. Any feelings are welcome, and all feelings are welcome.